Well, vaccinated travelers no longer need a COVID-19 test to enter Canada. Unvaccinated visitors and those with vaccine exemptions still need to provide a negative test or provide evidence of a previous infection. People could still be randomly tested when they arrive, and Health Canada requires anyone coming from outside the country to wear a mask in public for 14 days.
I think it's a welcome change. It's already very strenuous getting ready for a flight and being, several hours early just to make sure you get a test and everything's, good to go. I think it's definitely helpful.
Going to destination, though, you still have to look into it and see if they need testing or not, so it's kind of annoying. But coming back is a lot better now, so I'm glad that we can travel a lot more now.
Definitely have to do your research. You have to check your emails and look at the itinerary, make sure that you have everything met before you come to the airport.
And perhaps no surprise, the change has sparked a surge in travel bookings despite rising COVID-19 cases in many parts of the world. Joining us live tonight with reaction is Barbara Barrett, Executive Director of Frontier Duty-Free Associations. Barbara, thank you so much for joining us. Well, what a day. And as someone who oversees the owners of many duty-free shops, can you paint a picture for us at land border crossings, for example, what your store owners experience today versus at some of the peaks of the pandemic?
Yeah, so I represent the land border duty-free stores on the Canadian side, so we're fully dependent on that traffic going over the border. And today marked a great day for us. We were excited to see traffic at the border again. I'm hearing from our stores that there is a glimmer of hope. There is more traffic there than we've seen since March of 2020. So great news today to hear that.
And yeah, you made a great point, Barbara. Duty-free shops rely on travel. People aren't generally stopping by otherwise. It's not quite a convenience store. It's not quite a gift shop. It is a bit, but it's something people associate with travel and going on a trip. So did you at points feel like a forgotten sector of the travel and tourism industry throughout the pandemic?
So our business is completely dependent on being able to go into the United States. You cannot shop domestically. If you're going into the store, you have to exit into the United States. So as long as that border was closed, we weren't seeing any business. And since the beginning of the pandemic, our stores have been 80 to 95, some 100% down for that 2-year period. How
did the stores survive?
We're hoping that they all do. It has been a very difficult time. We are very grateful for the supports that were named. For example, Bill C-2, the wage subsidy and the rent subsidy have been able to keep us afloat, but a number of them have had to reach into their own pockets. So although we're happy to see that the testing measures have dropped and there's this glimmer of hope with traffic at the border, we have a long road of recovery ahead of us, and we still require government supports along that road to recovery until we get to the other side.
Barbara, as you know, there's been this big push to shop locally throughout the pandemic. Are these duty-free stores not small businesses? These are families that own them. Is this not a good time to remind people, they've been impacted too. This is not, some government facility. This is not some massive chain, right?
And thank you for bringing that up. Yes, they are all independently owned, family-run businesses who have suffered tremendously through this pandemic. So we welcome back customers going across into the United States. We welcome Canadians to stop in there on their way to see their family on the other side of the border, or their day trips across shopping. We really do welcome them back. Again, these are family-run independent businesses that have suffered tremendously throughout the pandemic.
Well, we wish you all the best, and certainly from what you've told us, good news so far today. It's perhaps a glimmer of hope of what's to come. So thank you, Barbara Barrett, Executive Director of Frontier Duty-Free, of the Frontier Duty-Free Association, I should say. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you for having me.